Imagine walking through a dense, sprawling forest. The trees loom high above, casting long shadows, and the path appears endless. You've been walking for hours, perhaps days, guided only by instinct, trying to make sense of where you're headed. Every step feels uncertain, much like the journey of parenting. When you become a parent, you embark on this lifelong journey. It's a journey filled with moments of joy, confusion, love, and doubt. You're responsible for nurturing a human being, and every choice you make creates a ripple in their life. Often, we walk in the paths laid down by our own parents and caregivers, repeating what we know, even if it's not always what we want for our children. Then deep in the forest, you come across a signpost. One arrow points down a well-trodden path, the one you've been walking all along, perhaps the same path your forefathers followed. It's the path of instinct and habit, shaped by how you were raised. The other path, however, is different. It promises something more: clarity, understanding, and the wisdom to change course if needed. Welcome to the book you wish your parents had read, and your children will be glad that you did, by Philippa Perry. This brings us to big idea 1, your parenting legacy. The way you were raised has given you a blueprint, a set of patterns you may unconsciously follow. Reflecting on our parenting blueprint is a critical step toward breaking free from negative patterns of behavior and building a healthier relationship with our children. It's easy to repeat the same patterns that we learned as children, even if they are not what we want for our own children. For example, if we grew up in a household where emotions were not discussed or acknowledged, we may struggle to do the same with our children. We may inadvertently communicate to them that emotions are something to be ashamed of or hidden away. However, by becoming aware of our own patterns of behavior and working to change them, we can create a new and better parenting blueprint. Your parenting legacy is not just about the present, but also the future. It is about the kind of world you want to create for your children and future generations. By being intentional about the kind of parent you want to be and the legacy you want to leave, you can create a better world for your children. As parents, we have a profound impact on our children's lives. One of the most important things we can do is create a nurturing and supportive environment for our children to grow up in. But what does it mean to create a positive environment for your child? And why is it so important? This moves me on to big idea 2, your child's environment. Think of the word environment like a cake. Every day you're baking this cake for your child, and the ingredients you choose make all the difference. A positive environment is like a cake made with care, rich, balanced, and full of nourishing flavors. It's the kind of cake that brings comfort, joy, and strength with every bite. But what happens if you mix in the wrong ingredients? Stress, criticism, or neglect? The cake becomes bitter, dry, or hard to swallow. Even if it looks okay on the surface, it doesn't nourish the soul. The environment we create for our children is like that cake. It shapes their sense of safety, love, and worth. Our children absorb their environment like sponges. Every interaction, every word, every moment becomes part of their inner world. And just like baking a cake, Perry tells us that parenting isn't about achieving perfection. It's about intention and effort. On days when the cake doesn't turn out right, the important thing is to learn, adjust, and try again tomorrow. Because when you consistently bake with love, care, and attention, your child will come to trust in the overall sweetness of their life, even if a slice here or there isn't perfect. The next big idea 3, in the book is based on feelings. Emotions are like the weather. They come and go, and some are more intense than others. When we ignore or dismiss our children's emotions, it's like ignoring the weather forecast.
Okay, folks, it's going to be an angry week with heavy showers. Back to you guys in the studio.
It may be sunny today, but there could be a storm brewing tomorrow. By acknowledging and validating our children's emotions, we can help them build emotional intelligence and resilience. For example, if our child comes to us upset after a difficult day at school, we may be tempted to dismiss their emotions and tell them to just get over it. However, this invalidates their feelings and communicates that their emotions are not important. Instead, we can listen to their concerns and validate their emotions by saying something like, I can see that you're upset. It sounds like you had a tough day. Would you like to talk about it? By acknowledging and validating our children's emotions, we create a safe and supportive environment where they feel comfortable expressing their feelings. This is a crucial component of laying a strong foundation because it communicates to our children that we are a safe and supportive presence in their lives.